Hi everybody, my name is Blake Thurman. Welcome to the show. Today we're discussing team development. This semester, I worked in a team. And in this team we worked towards a SMART goal in completing our task, which was geocaching. In order to complete a team activity successfully, you need a SMART goal. A SMART goal is a goal that is specific, measurable, ambitious, realistic, and time-based. And our SMART goal for this activity was to find all 6 catches in the perimeter of the Auraria campus in 4 hours or less. We thought that this was a SMART goal because it was specific, it was measurable. You can show in the app which ones you find, which ones you don't find. And it was ambitious due to the fact that none of us had even tried this before, so we really didn't know what we were getting into. It was realistic because you should be able to find all the catches, and it was time-based since we had the 4-hour mark that we were trying to hit. Luckily, we didn't suffer from group shift whatsoever. It didn't turn into anything risky. If anything, all of our decisions turned out to be a lot safer going down the road. I know some of our initial ideas were a little riskier as far as filming and being able to meet and actually get it done. So what we ended up doing was super easy, super convenient, and that helped us succeed in the end for sure. Now geocaching is something where you basically geocaching. It's in the app. You search for a thing. Who even knows? Ooh.
What is it?
Basically anything that could be like really small.
See? How nifty is that?
I feel like a spy.
Yeah, right?
Pretty big.
Oh, yeah, and people have written down like the days they're here.
Yeah. Do you guys have a pen?
Yeah, I do.
You can leave your own little knickknacks if you wanted to.
Someone put teeth in here. All right.
Gross.
When we decided to do this as a group, none of us had done it before. So, come to find out, geocaching is a lot harder than you might think.
Selfie log from Blake. I think maybe this is a little harder than we initially thought. I think we've been looking for this thing for like 20 minutes now.
Instead of finding all 6 of the catches, we found 2.
After a hard day's work, it came out 2 of 6.
So now I'd like to talk about Tuckman's 5-stage model of group development. And those 5 stages are forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. During our forming stage, we began discussing what our task was going to be, what our goals as a team would be, as well as exchanging numbers. It seemed like we were in the forming stage for quite a while, that we all had a hard time deciding on what exactly we'd be doing. We didn't have a team leader for the longest time, and no ideas for the activity had really landed.
Pete's. It's for when you want coffee, but you want it to taste good. Pete's.
We all had the same mentality of the fact that we didn't have to really turn in anything for quite a while. And almost immediately after our team meeting with the professor, we jumped into the norming stage. We all decided on a task, when we would do it, and where it would be, what time. It all was pretty much settled right after the meeting. The performing stage began when we met to do our activity, and it's pretty much been in that stage ever since. So we have not had the adjourning stage quite yet. Like, we'll only have that at the end of the semester when we no longer have any goals. We definitely suffered from groupthink quite a bit, especially in the early stages. A lot of the groupthink came from not having a team leader specified. Basically, no one was leading the meetings. We didn't have much of a structure with any of our meetings during class. It was mostly just someone would have an idea and there wasn't much discussion about it.
Pete's. It's coffee, but better.
We also didn't appoint a devil's advocate whatsoever. These were all qualities we weren't quite aware of at the time. But leadership in our team is probably the most interesting part of our entire semester. For the first about month and a half or so, we had no defined leader whatsoever. Each person had a different leadership role at some point. Leadership. We all had a little bit of it. I was a leader in the activity. I had the app. I was telling us where to go. We couldn't find a catch. I ended up being the one like, well, guess we gotta go to the next one.
Should we try another one? Give up?
Evan, he was a leader during our paper. He started it, he edited it, he crushed it. Nerman, he was a leader intermittently. Aisha, Lou, they were keeping us on task, making sure we were getting all of our stuff done. So it was a really interesting dynamic. It wasn't just one person telling us what to do. It was just everyone playing their part and stepping up when we really needed a leader to get in there. And looking back at all of our personality traits, it all kind of makes sense. Each of us had pretty similar scores on extroversion, neuroticism, and agreeableness, which makes a lot of sense because at the very beginning, we all were very agreeable. Whenever someone had an idea, there wasn't too many of us that were interjecting. In the end, we learned a lot. What we did well, what we did not so well, through our successes, through our failures. It taught us a lot for our future team activities.